Who's laughing now, huh? Huh? Should I look insane? If you want, it's Emily Fox. If it's your first video of me, I promise I'm mostly mentally stable. This was part of my tag video that I just did. It was probably one of the funniest videos I've done. I will link it if you haven't seen it. But, you know, I had to do this. I had no choice. So, let's pretend this never happened. Fall TBR. Books that I'm hoping to read during the fall. I have a bunch because I have no self-control and I don't know when to stop. My list just keeps getting longer and longer and I have not been reading a lot. I've realized right now that when under stress, I do not read a lot. I should have known, you know, all those years of school should have taught me that. But I have a bunch of mystery, thriller, horror because fall, right? And then I have a bunch of sci-fi because me. Let's do this because I have quite a few to talk about and I'm excited. Let me start with a book that I don't think I will have time to finish before the end of the month, so I'm including it here. This is my big book of September. This is Nosferatu by Joe Hill, which is the son of Stephen King. This was supposed to be for Christmas. I was supposed to keep that for November, but you know how it is. Like, you tell yourself, I need to keep that book for that time, but you never end up reading the ones you're supposed to read when you're actually supposed to read them. So I've been listening to this as an audiobook. I do have the physical copy. It was returned to the library, so I will have to finish it like a normal person. And that's fine. I will be going through this eventually. I'm enjoying it okay. I feel like I thought I was going to like it more than I do. But obviously I'm still kind of early in there, so I might still end up loving it. We shall see. I'm excited. I've been wanting to read more by him. I've read only The Fireman, and I have a few of his books that I gathered from library sales, so let me know your favorite ones. I know a lot of people like heart-shaped box, I think, so that might be one of my next ones. And speaking of horror and Stephen King, yeah, Salem's Lot. This is the one I'm supposed to read for October. Again, we'll see how it goes. I am actually planning on doing a video about all the books that I've read from Stephen King, so I will be doing kind of a list, like best, worst, just telling you what they're about and which ones I personally preferred, why, so you can decide which ones you want to pick up, because it's a never-ending list. There's no way I can actually keep up with everything he releases, let alone all the stuff he has released, so I can actually review everything. So you decided that once I get a certain number, I can just do a video. So that's what I'm going to do, because fall recommendations. Actually, I did do a video back in the day of the best ones that I've read, so I will link that down below also. But yeah, I've been meaning to read this one. Every time I want to say it's about witches, but it's not. It's about vampires, because Salem, it always gets to me. So that one, which, speaking of witches, it reminds me, on my phone, I have one from the library. Actually, I have more than one, but I have The Rules of Magic, which is the first book, the prequel to Practical Magic. I know a lot of you know the movie, but it was a book. I read it beginning of the month, and was it the end of last month? And I am enjoying it. I have the audiobook. This is by Alice Hoffman, that's what it is. And it's basically about the aunts, and I just wanted to read about witches, and that one was highly recommended. The reviews are really great on Goodreads, and I don't hear anyone really mention it, so I wanted to get more from them because I love them. If you have any recommendations of movies even, or books about witches, please let me know. I am like on such a huge kick, and nothing is satisfying me, so I'm hoping that that one will do that for me. The next one is Pretty Shameful. Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn. I have read every single one of her books except this one. My excuse is that I have seen the movie, and then I picked up the book. I read the first like 50 pages and I was like, well, this is slow. And I know it picks up afterwards, and that, like, I loved all of her other books because she creates such messed up, complex female characters, and for some reason that wasn't a thing. It's starting to be a bit more, but you know what I mean. It was nice to read her other ones, and I really want to read that one because I really enjoyed Amy's messed up character in the movie, and I want more. So, I mean, I need to finish this so I can complain that she needs to come out with more stuff. So, the next one is The Dry by Jane Harper, which is part of my reading challenge, my Goodreads reading challenge. I am supposed to actually read the second one, but, you know, if I read the first one, at least that will be that. This is an Australian author, and her books are all set in Australia. Are they thriller, mystery, murder, crime? I read one earlier by her this year, The Lost Man, and I actually listened to it as an audiobook, which I was not prepared for the accent, so I'm going with the physical copy this time because I could not focus. I feel like that's the thing. When you learn a second language, you're okay with like the standard version, like English, but then you get the accent and I'm like, nope, nope, I'm not ready for the Australian accent yet. So physical it is. A lot of people really enjoy her books, so I'm hoping that I will enjoy that one because the other one was kind of just so-so for me. I'm really hoping I will have time to get to do this challenge, which is kind of why I'm putting it in this video, so I'd have like no choice but to. You can pressure me, make me feel bad about it, so I will have to. I mentioned in my haul that I wanted to do a try a chapter book tag with arcs. Those are all mystery thrillers that I've received, and I ended up reading 2 out of the 7 that were sent to me, but I don't know what to do with these. Like, there's too many. I don't have enough time. I've been so stressed. And I thought, you know what? Let's read the first chapter, each of them. That way I can decide which ones I want to keep. And then I will at least finish one for that video and review it. So that's kind of a fun reading vlog-ish experience. And I will have an idea like which one has like a really good intro, which one is like grabbing me already and I need to read. So yeah, I have 5 there. The last, which a lot of people were curious about my opinion because it's kind of a mystery thriller post-apocalyptic, and that cover makes me cringe every time, so people wanted to hear a review. I don't know why I'm struggling so much to talk today, like it's been a really long day. So that. Then we have Your Life Is Mine, I'll Never Tell, which I believe that was the most popular one, The Last Resort, and The Homecoming. So hopefully I get to this. Please make me feel bad in the comment section. I believe this is the last mystery thriller. I'm holding the other book by this author, Behind Your Eyes, if you have not read this. If you like your mystery thriller to have kind of supernatural sci-fi elements, you need to read this. I believe the hashtag for it was like, what the hell is that ending or something? And yeah, definitely. I didn't think I was going to actually enjoy it because there's the whole trope of like alcoholic mom, which I can't deal with. But I overall ended up pretty much really enjoying that one, probably because of the messed up ending once again. But she's coming out with a new book. I believe it's in like early 2020 and I just got approved for the ARC, so I'm like, dude, just read it. So I need to do that. So again, I'm putting this here so I feel pressure to do it, get to it, because I have been wanting to read more by her to see if it's like a one-hit wonder or if she actually can come up with more messed up stuff. I have one thing that isn't sci-fi, so let me start with it. The Goldfinch by Donna Tartt. I read The Secret History by her earlier this year, and this one just came out as a movie, I believe, and I want to read the book, obviously, before watching the movie, as one does. And I believe this is kind of a still similar, like, posh, fancy people or something, so can't wait to hate everyone here. I don't know if it's going to be the case, just the last book. Everyone was so insufferable in the best kind of way, so I'm hoping I'm going to enjoy that one too. Before I go to the ones on my phone for the library, I have 3 sci-fis that I'm hoping to read either in October or November. This one is part of my top 19 books that I want to read in 2019, and I have yet to pick it up, and it's such a small one. I have no excuses. 2001, A Space Odyssey. Never read this, never watched a movie. It's a classic sci-fi. I love that stuff. Why did I not read this yet? So should happen if I, want a break of horror mystery thriller. This one, it's at this point it is absolutely shameful. Like, I have been wanting to read this since May. Like, I know I've had one hell of a year, but like, dude, get your shit together. Children of Ruin by Adrian Tchaikovsky. I loved Children of Time, Giant Intelligent Spiders. Yes, I want more. And I think the thing is that 1 is big. 2, I'm kind of scared it's not going to be as good as the first one. There, I said it. So I need to get over that and read it this fall because, come on, I got it in May as soon as it came out. I never do this. So, the last physical book, I am so excited. I just got this in the mail and like I screamed a little. Yes! To Be Thought If Fortunate by Becky Chambers. Yes, I loved, you can even see it right there. I loved her series of, The Long Way to Small Angry Planet, and this is her newest book, and I just really, really want to read more by her. It's actually kind of short. It is 140 pages, and how pretty is this? So I'm very, very happy to have, I think this is like my first sci-fi arcs. I feel like mystery thrillers or YA contemporaries are the ones that everyone receives, but this is my jam. I am very happy to get this, so should be reading this ASAP and letting you know how it is. Because again, it's so short. I have zero excuse. Needs to happen. Now, if I can find my phone. I'm such a liar. I forgot one more thing. What's coming out in October that I've been dying for? Second book in this. It's gonna be, I think it's The Book of Dust is the series, and the second book is The Commonwealth, The Secret Commonwealth by Philip Pullman. Yes, yes, yes. I have been dying, like ever since a kid, to read more from this world. Basically, it's Dark Materials, the trilogy. I reread it beginning of last year. I read this afterwards. I am so disappointed. This is kind of a prequel, and it felt like a giant prologue. However, second book is supposed to be, I believe, like 20 years later from the Is Dark Materials series, and it's supposed to be Lyra as an adult, which, yes, yes. So it's coming out, I believe, October 3rd. So you know I'm going to be reading this like as soon as I can and letting you know. How do I manage to always lose my shit? Can we get some music here, because I don't know where my phone is. I just needed to complain to find it. I literally had to pause everything on my list because I cannot keep up. Let me know, actually, I should do a what's on my waiting list. That way you kind of know what I've been looking at, giving you an idea. Actually, I have the Goldfinch as an audiobook. That might make it easier for me to get through it. Ooh, yes, I have Where the Crawdads Sing by Delia Owens. I don't even remember what it is because I have been on that waiting list for like 6 months, and it just seems to be one of those books that everyone reads to say they've read it. So I have that. Otherwise, I feel like all the other ones I'm too far on the waiting list, so I'm not gonna get to them right now. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Let me know if you're interested to kind of me doing a video what's on my waiting list at the library, because I have now 2 library cards and I am going ham. It means I have like 30 books that I can put my name on a waiting list, which I've been doing. So that's gonna be it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please, please let me know in the comment section what you are planning on reading for fall, because I feel like I'm forgetting stuff, which not surprising. But yeah, let me know if you've read any of these, what you thought about them, spoiler free, or once again, what are you planning on reading so I can add more stuff on my list and then realize I will never have time to read all of it. Because I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, go and watch that ridiculous book tag that I did with Snow Globe Emily. I swear, like, people, when like they find this channel for the first time, I understand the struggle of not understanding what the hell this is. And I promise I'm not super crazy. I did not do this to myself. But you know, we're enjoying the crazy. So that's gonna be it. I'm gonna go and cringe and shame somewhere else.